It was a hot summer's day on the island of Soda. The sun was high in the clear blue sky. All the engines were working extra hard through the baking sun. Rosie, the purple tank engine, enjoys the summertime. She likes seeing brightly coloured flowers blooming in the fields and enjoying the happy smiles of children's faces by the seaside. One day, Rosie was having a rest in the yards. She had been shunting goods trains all morning and was having a well-earned rest. She was about to fall asleep in the morning sunshine when Percy puffed up next to her to take on water.
Hello, Rosie! You look cheerful!
I just love the summertime, Percy. It's ever so lovely. I'm feeling very happy today. The flowers are blooming, the birds are singing, and the sun is shining. Don't you just love it too, Percy?
I do enjoy the summertime, Rosie, but sometimes there can be some bad weather at this time of year.
What do you mean?
Oh, you know, strong winds, heavy rain, thunder and lightning. I've been through a few stormy trips myself.
He told Rosie all about the time he was taking children home from the seaside and had gotten stuck in some floodwaters with Annie and Clara.
Driver, fireman and guard had to put floorboards in my boiler to help keep my fire going. I was lucky to have made it out of the water in the end.
That must have been frightening.
It was a bit, but I was both a useful engine and a brave one too. Storms may be big, but they are nothing to be scared of.
Then Gordon arrived to take on water. He had heard what Percy had said.
Afraid of storms? Pah! You'd never catch me being afraid of a silly storm, not even a big one. Express engines are never afraid of a bit of dark clouds.
Rosie thought Gordon was being too full of himself.
Anyone could be scared of a storm. It's the lightning and the thunder that worries me a bit.
Are you scared of storms, Rosie?
Rosie could see that Percy was concerned for her. But before she could reply, Gordon interrupted.
I think little Rosie is more scared of storms than you think, Percy. Just look at her. I doubt she would be able to go out if the rain was pouring down so hard.
Yes, I would, Gordon. I may be a small engine, but I can still go out into storms.
You're not brave enough, little Rosie. Just look at yourself. Small, weak, not a lot of strength, and haven't got the decency to admit it.
Rosie felt insulted and was now very cross. Percy was worried for his friend.
Don't pay any attention to him, Rosie. Anyone can be brave. You just have to feel it when you need it most. If I can be a brave engine, then so can you. Being small isn't always a bad thing. Being small is one of the things that makes you special.
Percy's tanks were soon full with water. He whistled goodbye and puffed away to collect his next train. Rosie watched as Percy left the yards. His words flew around her domes.
I can be a brave engine. I just need to feel the confidence to do so.
Then Rosie closed her eyes and went back to sleep. Later that day, the Fat Controller had an announcement to make. The engines were all at Knapford Station, wondering what he was going to say.
I've just received word that there's a bad storm coming our way, so we must all be prepared. Make sure you all get your jobs done before the storm arrives. I don't want any engines getting stuck in bad weather.
So the Fat Controller gave them special jobs to help everyone on Sodor to be prepared.
Edward, you need to collect sandbags. They are waiting for you at Brandon Docks.
Yes, sir. I'll be there to collect them right away.
James, you are to take coal trucks for Vickerstown, so then everyone won't be cold from the rain.
Why can't Thomas or Stanley do it? They like taking dirty trucks.
You will do as you are told, James.
Yes, sir. If I can get it done early, I can get back to my shed. I'd rather not get my shiny wet paintwork all wet and muddy when this storm arrives.
Is, anything for me, sir?
As a matter of fact, Rosie, there is. I need you to go collect Farmer McColl's sheep from the field and take them back to the farm. The fields were getting very wet and muddy, so they won't get stuck.
Yes, sir. On my way.
Rosie was now very nervous. Just then Gordon came in with the express and could see that Rosie was worried. He decided to tease her again.
If you want my honest opinion, I think it's a good thing the Fat Controller has chosen you to take the sheep back up to their little farm, little Rosie.
Why?
It's a quick job, little Rosie. You are a very quick engine, and you get back to the sheds in time before the storm comes. Not like me. I'm not afraid.
This made Rosie very cross.
I am not scared of this storm. I told you it's the thunder and lightning that freaks me out.
Good luck with that, then. Express coming through!
Rosie went to collect her livestock van from the shunting yards. When she arrived, dark clouds were coming quickly and the wind was blowing hard.
Let's get up to the farm while we can.
Rosie arrived at the yard to collect the stock van. It was just being coupled up to the brake van. The foreman coupled Rosie up and she was ready to go. But she was starting to worry about the storm again and what Gordon had said. But she remembered what Percy had said to her earlier.
Anyone can be brave, you just have to feel it when you need it most. If I can be a brave engine, then so can you.
I can do it. I can be brave. I'll show Gordon who's the scaredy engine.
Meanwhile, Gordon was on his way back from Vickerstown with the express coaches.
Come along, come along!
Mind how fast you go. Mind how fast you go.
Gordon took no notice. He was feeling very proud of himself.
I'm not scared of a silly storm. Poor little Rosie. She doesn't know what it feels like to be a big, brave engine like me.
Suddenly, there was a terrible noise.
What's happening?
Then there was another problem.
Ow!
Gordon's driver applied the brakes and the train was brought to a stop. A cloud of steam hissed from Gordon's wheels. The driver came out to see the big blue engine.
You've done it again, Gordon. You've cracked a steam pipe. We're going to be stuck here for a while until help gets here.
Oh, no! How undignified!
I'll have to go and get help.
Gordon watched as the driver went off to the nearest signal box. He then saw some dark clouds in the sky. They were building up and coming closer. Gordon didn't like the look of this at all.
I'm not scared of a silly storm. I'm not scared. Not scared at all.
But secretly, he was. At the field near Farmer McColl's farm, Rosie watched as the sheep trotted into the truck. The sheepdog barked to help the sheep march into the van. Then Rosie saw the dark clouds in the sky. Inside, she was feeling a little scared. She wanted to feel like a brave engine, but she wasn't sure how.
Okay, Rosie, we're all ready to go now. Let's head back to the farm, please.
Yes, sir. We're on our way.
Rosie set off as gently and as smoothly as she could, but she knew sheep needed a smooth ride. One wrong move and her journey could upset Farmer McColl. But Rosie was also thinking about the storm. She really wanted to get her job done quickly, but she knew she had to do it safely.
I'll worry about the storm later. Right now, the sheep need me.
Rosie arrived at the farm, where the workers were on the platform waiting. They were pleased to see Rosie and the sheep. Farmer McCall was very pleased.
Thank you very much, Rosie. You looked after my sheep very well. I'll let the Fat Controller know about this.
Thank you, sir.
Rosie whistled goodbye and set off back to the shed. Rosie couldn't wait to get back into the snug warmth of her cozy shed. Then Rosie saw Percy stuck in the siding. Some workmen were checking his wheels. Rosie puffed up alongside him to see what was going on.
Hello, Percy. What are you doing there?
I'm stuck, Rosie! My cylinder is jammed! Now I can't deliver the post to the mountain village! If I don't get there quickly, Tom Tipper will wonder where I've got to!
Well, there's nothing we can do, I'm afraid, Percy. You'll have to go to the Steamworks for repairs.
Then Rosie had an idea.
Why don't I take the post train for you? Then I can come back and help you to the Steamworks.
The drivers and firemen talked about Rosie's idea. They all agreed. Rosie was coupled up to the post train and she was ready to go.
Take care when you go up the mountain track. It's steep, and you'll need a lot of puff to get up there.
Don't worry, sir. I'll do my best and get the post delivered on time. Bye-bye, Percy. I'll come back for you soon.
Be careful, Rosie! Remember, the storm is nothing to be scared of!
Rosie heard Percy and took his words on board.
It's a long journey, Rosie, so we'll have to be careful.
I'll be careful. I promise, sir.
As Rosie reached the start of the mountain track, the clouds had built up everywhere. Rosie could hear the rumbling of storm clouds. It didn't sound good at all. Rosie was now starting to feel scared. Suddenly there was a flash of lightning. Rosie closed her eyes in fright, and she remembered Percy and the mountain village. She knew they both needed her.
I must be brave. I must be brave.
She took a deep breath and started her trip up the mountain. It soon started to rain very heavily. It poured down on Rosie's boiler and trickled down her face.
I must do this. I can't keep Tom waiting.
It was steep and the rails were very slippery. Her wheels slipped on the wet rails, but she remembered to use sand from her sandboxes.
I have to make it. Percy is counting on me, and so is...
Come on, Rosie, you can do it.
I can do it. I can do it.
The strong winds blew on the rain. The strong winds blew and the rain fell on Rosie's cheeks. She was finding it hard to see where she was going, but she wouldn't give up. At last, she made it to the very top of the mountain. Rosie whistled cheerfully as she continued her journey. Finally, Rose made it to the mountain stations. Tom Tipper was waiting on the platform. He was very surprised to see Rosie.
Oh, Rosie, I wasn't expecting you to come with the mail. Where's Percy?
Rosie explained to Tom about Percy's cylinders being jammed.
Oh, I see. That was very kind of you, Rosie. By helping your friend in trouble, you've helped us out of a very awkward situation. You should be proud of yourself.
Thank you, Mr. Tipper.
Soon the sacks were out of the mail vans. Rosie whistled goodbye and went back down the mountain to collect Percy.
I just hope this weather isn't going to get worse.
Rosie was very careful as she made her way back down to the mountain. Her driver made sure she didn't slip or slide. The firemen shoveled more coal into Rosie's boiler. At last, they made it to the bottom of the mountain.
Well done, Rosie. Now, let's go and rescue Percy.
Poor Percy was still stuck in the siding. His fire had gone out and he was feeling cold and wet. He could feel a drop of rain running down his nose.
Yuck! Rosie! Am I glad to see you?
Come on, Percy. Let's get you to the Steamworks.
Rosie was coupled up to Percy and she pulled her broken down friend to the Steamworks. Soon Percy and Rosie were in the dry shelter at the Steamworks. The workmen got to work looking at Percy's cylinder. As the work went on, the two engines looked at the pouring rain from the windows.
Look at all that rain! It's really coming down!
I'm glad to be inside from the rain. It's not nice being out in the pouring rain.
No, it's not. Thank you for helping me with my post tray, and thank you for coming to my rescue.
That's alright, Percy. I'm always happy to help a friend in need, no matter how big or small they are.
Just then, the Fat Controller arrived to see Rosie.
I am very proud of you today, Rosie. You took all of Farmer McCall's sheep, and I hear you helped Percy out too. Taking the post train up to the mountain village was a good idea, but I am amazed at how well you managed to push your way through that storm. You are indeed a really useful and very brave engine.
Thank you very much, sir.
Now, I think the two of you had better stay inside until the storm passes. You definitely deserve it.
And so, he left.
A good idea you both got inside in time. It's not a good idea to be out in weather like this. It's bad for all engines.
It's just a little water, Victor. Nothing to be scared of.
Maybe so, Percy, but who knows what kinds of problems rain can cause for an engine. I've had to deal with an engine already today because of the rain.
Really? Who else have you had to look at today?
Oh, the indignity! An important engine to be taken down and then wait in the pouring rain for an engine to come to my rescue.
Not so brave now, are you, Gordon? I thought express engines like you weren't scared of a silly storm.
You could learn a thing or two from Rosie. She's a really useful engine, and a very brave one too.
I'm not scared at all. I just don't like flashes of lightning. That's all.
Looks like Gordon's bravery has disappeared in a flash.
All the engines laughed and laughed. Gordon didn't feel so proud of himself after all, and no engine could have felt braver than Rosie.